moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Good morning and welcome to the morning show on Tobago Updates Television. It's Thursday, 8th February 2024. It's a beautiful Thursday morning. We're heading on into the weekend and the weekend activities and festivities. It is Thursday, 8th February. Yes, the weekend before the reveling begins on the street. This is the day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it. And you too should rejoice and be glad for life abundance. I am Adana Kumbi, and I'll be taking you through this morning's program. I'm so happy that you are able to join us this morning. I'm so happy that you've chosen to be with us this morning, to be here with our programming as we bring information to you as it relates to things happening in and around the Tobago. We're heading into the weekend, so we want you to be safe and to enjoy yourself. I know that people start counting the weekend from as early as Thursday, so that's why I'm saying we're heading on into the weekend. And of course, there are so many things that are happening in and around the Tobago. But of course, before we start our programming this morning and before we start all our conversations, we are going to head on over to the news in 90 seconds with Biana.
Thank you, Adana. Here is your news in 90 seconds for Thursday, 8th February 2024. The shipwreck vessel stuck in the waters outside Cove Estate was identified as the Gulf Stream by Alvin Douglas, Director of the Tobago Marine Safety and Security Services. Douglas was one of the first divers to inspect the overturned vessel. He was unable to spot any other identifying marks, such as an IMO, due to its dangerous position on the reef. No signs of life were noticed. The reef, however, is badly damaged, with the fuel continuing to spill from the hull of the ship, threatening the health of a spawning ground of fish, lobsters, and other marine life. Investigations will continue today with the help of dive teams from Trinidad. Meanwhile, cleanup efforts are being mobilized for the fuel both in water and on the shore. Up next, a recent two-day seminar organized by the THA engaged over 20 stakeholders focusing on environmental-friendly strategies to address coastal erosion in Tobago's southwestern region. Professor Valerie Chavez and Rodolphe Silva from the National Autonomous University of Mexico facilitated the event. 7 recommendations emerged from the seminar to combat coastal erosion, with a significant emphasis on the rehabilitation of the Bucco Reef, including the implementation of the THA Draft Marine Park Bill 2020 and the establishment of a coral nursery. And finally, the Trinidad and Tobago Inter-Island Transportation Company Limited has completed the statutory dry docking of the APT James as confirmed by management. The vessel resumed service yesterday, departing from Trinidad at 4 p.m. Furthermore, the Bucco Reef underwent its statutory dry docking exercise yesterday and is scheduled to resume service on February 22nd. These maintenance works were deemed essential by the management to ensure a safe and dependable service, along with the upkeep of class certification. And that was your news in 90 seconds.
Thank you, Biana, there, taking us through our news in 90 seconds. And of course, ending off on some good news there, the APT James is back on stream, operating beginning from yesterday. So we're happy with that news, but some not so good news, that overturned vessel that of course is causing some disruption there. We're hoping that the relevant authorities and agencies can, spring into action to ensure as little damage as possible. I know there's already a lot of damage with the life in the sea there. See, that's the vessel there overturned, and all the fuel being spilled from it and causing damage in the ocean. And we're hoping that the relevant authorities and agencies can take action as quickly as possible to, to intercept whatever damage is being done and to further, reduce any further damage that can potentially happen there in our waters. Of course, we want to ensure the safety of human life and the safety of the marine life as well. So we're hoping that you're going to spring into action as soon as possible to ensure that this is done in the soonest possible time. I want to take this little time to say good morning to a few of our viewers online before we head on to our next segment. I want to say good morning to Lisa James. I see you this morning. Good morning to you, Lisa James. Good morning to Renwick Jobs. Andre Edwards, Charla Ramsey Roberts, good morning to you, Ayana Walters, Dora Lyons, good morning, Pearl Marie Beard, we see you and we say good morning, JSL Boris Vincent, good morning to all our viewers, good morning to Robert Mackenzie viewing us there on YouTube, and all our viewers who tune in from the entire world, wherever you are in the world this morning, we say good morning, and of course we say thank you so much for always choosing the Morning Show on Tobago Updates Television. It's because of you why we are number one here in Tobago, and we continue to garner your support as you continue to view with us and to choose us, to leave your comments, your remarks, and to say, that we're doing a good job, to give us that encouragement. We really appreciate you. We see you, we acknowledge you, and we want to say thank you, and do have a good morning. Of course, we're going to go head on over now into our birthday shout-outs. And on screen and celebrating a birthday today is Kaylan Permel Williams. It is her birthday, and we do want to say a happy birthday to you, Kaylan. We see you. You are very beautiful, and we want to say happy birthday to a beautiful lady. We do hope that you enjoy it, and we pray God's blessings upon your life. The man Ricardo Seals, yes, he is celebrating a birthday today. The man on the saxophone, yes, happy birthday to you. We do hope that you enjoy your birthday today. We don't know what you're going to be doing today, but we want to extend birthday shout-outs to you, birthday blessings, birthday shout-outs, and we do hope you enjoy every moment of your birthday. Happy birthday to you, Ricardo. Right, and to all of you who are celebrating a birthday even today and into the weekend, we want to say happy birthday one time. Happy birthday and happy celebration to you. All right, so we're going to talk about who we're going to speak with today on our program. We're starting off conversations with Diane McCrimmon. She's the chairman of Tobago Band Leaders Association, and we'll be talking about the way forward. We know that there were some issues recently, and so we're going to have a conversation with that to see where that goes, where we are now, and how do we forge ahead as we prepare for Carnival in Tobago. We also speak with Delicia Boris. She's the founder of Glorious Touch Health and Wellness Spa. And we're talking about the importance, something that we take for granted or never really pay attention to, the importance of foot care for Carnival. And I want to say the importance of foot care in general, but as it relates to Carnival as well, we're going to have that conversation. And we round our discussions this morning with Nataki Thompson. Yes, she is the winner, the champion of the National Junior Calypso Monarch Championships, and we're talking about the Monarch 2024, her experience, and of course something special for you in studio this morning. So we do hope that you stay with us as we continue our programming this morning and have these conversations in studio with our guest. And of course we're going to go to a break before we start these conversations because they're exciting and informative conversations. And as we go to the break, we invite you to share the live. We'll be back.
Give it to me. Give it to me, honey.
Girl, you look normal. Girl, you look normal. Girl, you look normal. Girl, you look normal. Oh, you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. Girl, you know what you're doing. Big you waist with the eye contact. Girl, what's the point? Look back. Look back. Look back. Look back. Look back. Look back, look back, look back. Look back how it hard. Look back at the stage. Look back to the stars. Look back,
At JK Tech, We bring technology to your doorstep. From cutting-edge laptops to reliable printers, we've got it all. Nationwide delivery and a new website for easy online ordering. JK Tech is your one-stop shop for your electronics and computer needs. Carrying top brands such as Acer, Samsung, HP, and much more. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at JK Tech TT or visit jktechtt.com. Quality tech is just a click away. JK Tech. Evaluate your shopping experience, your tech, your way. Call or WhatsApp 383-2651. Shop smart, shop JK Tech.
If you want to feel alive, then switch to the winning side. You see how we move in style. It's a vibe on Be Mobile. It's a vibe, it's a vibe, it's a vibe on Be Mobile. It's a vibe, it's a vibe, it's a vibe with Be Mobile.
Come and see what Brandy could get. See what Brandy could get. Come and see what Brandy could, see what Brandy could, see what Brandy could get. All of the brand the best. All of the brands the best. Come and see what Brandy could, see what Brandy could. Be Mobile. Top it up, top it up. Top it up, top it up. Top it up, top it up. Only we buying bundles. Top it up, top it up. Top it up, top it up. Top it up, top it up.
It's a vibe on Be Mobile. It's a vibe, it's a vibe, it's a vibe on Be Mobile. It's a vibe, it's a vibe, it's a vibe with Be Mobile.
As you come in. Long time I see you. This station pumping. Ready for children party. Mommy! Jay, you can't go nowhere with these children. And you know you can't depend on Kevin neither Steven to see about them. Yeah. Total waste. So I supposed to stay home whole time? Jada is 12. She could see about them. You just leave Jada to see about Kia and Kayla. I thought it was your mother or your sister. Who? Them always busy. Jada could handle that. She cooking and cleaning a long time. And the next two better know what time it is. It's only me, you know. I will talk to my mother. She just home these days. She will make sure the children okay. Alright. Let me see the moves for later.
Before you ramage, make sure the children okay. Call 996 to report all child abuse now. A message from the Children's Authority of Trinidad and Tobago.
Gary here from Authentic Builders General Hardware, located right here in Tobago, local road, Tobago. That's correct, right here in Tobago. And we are offering you guys the best prices on all hardware material. And if you would like to get your free quotation done, all you have to do is WhatsApp us at 272-1990 and we will give you guys the best prices on all hardware material. That is a guarantee as we are matching or beating any quotations.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Welcome back to the morning show on Tobago Updates Television. I am Adana Kambi, and we begin conversation this morning in studio with our guest. We're speaking with Delicia Boris, and she is the founder of Glorious Touch Health and Wellness Spa. Good morning, Delicia, and welcome to our show. Welcome to the program.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me here.
Right. So we're talking about Glorious Touch. It's a health and wellness spa. Tell us a little bit about the spa, when it started, and the type of services that you offer there.
So Glorious Touch basically, well, we actually been open for almost 4 years now. Started because we needed someone to actually take care of my late grandfather. He was diabetic and couldn't walk because he was actually 90 years old when he was alive. And with that, we couldn't find anyone who specialized in diabetic pedicures. So me being in the medical field, I went and learned to do it, and I fell in love with it. Seeing the before and after of people's feet, the calluses, the corn, the fungal infection, it was amazing knowing that some people's feet tell a story where they work, and knowing that I was making a difference in people's lives. I have no regrets going into this type of field.
Awesome. So there must be some sort of certification to get this done. And you went and you got your, so you went and you said you learned, so you got your certification and you're certified in offering this type of service.
Yes. So I went to Whitep and learned beauty therapy. Then afterwards, I went and do nail art level 1 and 2 with ministry. Also, I'm certified in health screening level 2. I also learned to do type of fungal infection. So continuing those type of treatments with that. Also, I'm in the Diabetic Association. So all those type of things help me knowing to take care of people's feet.
Right, and I'm feeling the fact that you're really attached to this, and I like the story about the beginning of this spa as it relates to somebody who is close to your loved one, who is close to you, and providing that type of care for him and for persons who might have the same or similar situation in their lives. Sometimes we really take for granted care, self-care, mental health care, body care, skin care, eye care. We take a lot of things for granted. You get a headache and it's like, I'll just take a Panadol and take a rest. Sometimes we need to see a specialist to ensure that everything is okay where we are. And if everything isn't okay, to be able to treat whatever the situation is. And so you provide this service with foot care. So tell us, what is the importance, or what are the important elements, or why is it important to take care of your feet in general? And as you said, your feet tell a story. So tell us a little bit about some of the stories you've come across and the importance of taking care of your feet.
So as soon as we get up from bed and as soon as we go back to bed, our feet never takes a day off. And our feet is our foundation, basically the body foundation. We shouldn't be waiting until something happens to our feet, or as I just tell my clients, we get into our younger years to take care of our feet. So with that, our feet need to be pampered. You just always take care of your nails, you just take care of your hair. Why don't you spend time to take care of your feet? And I could always remember one story of a client. She was so embarrassed to actually come to our spa just to take care of her feet because she'd been getting a lot of horrible calluses and even with clump nails and nail infection. So when she actually chose to come to my spa and I walk her through what to use, over-the-counter products, she was so happy to the point she started to cry because she went to one place and they actually turned her away stating, oh, we don't take care of that. And it's for years she's been suffering, and that shouldn't be. So with that, I just always tell persons, don't be embarrassed to come and take care of your feet. Even I just do a Q&A every week, every Friday, because persons actually started to send me certain questions of what to do if I have this issue. So they send me anonymously on Instagram or on Facebook to say, if I have this issue, what to do? If I have that issue, what to do? So anyway, I could answer those type of questions. I will state, hey, what to do if I have this issue? What to do if I have that issue? In whatever way I could answer.
And what is the most extreme case that you've ever had to deal with, or the most challenging case you've ever had to deal with?
I had a client that had a nail under his feet, both feet actually, and he did not know. So when I asked my client, do you have diabetes or a history of diabetes in your family? So I actually had a client, he came to do his feet, his girlfriend actually forced him. She made an appointment and said, hey, well, sit down in the chair. And as soon as he raised his feet, when I do the foot analysis, I said, hey, you know, you have a nail under your foot. And it's like, really? I said, yes, you're not feeling anything? He said, no. So I had to tell him, do you have diabetes in your family? He said, yes. So I actually had a glucose machine and I tested, and he was actually in the 300 and plus range. That's way too high. So I had to explain to him, you need to go A&E as soon as possible because you're not getting any feelings. I started, hey, you're feeling this, you're feeling that. He said, no. I said, look, you need to go to A&E, they need to take this out. He actually wanted me to still do his foot, take out the nail, everything. I said, no, I am not certified for that. I'm not a nurse. You need to go to A&E. And he said the nail could stay there. He don't care. He don't want to go to the doctor.
But the good thing about it is that you have that medical background, that you were able to assess that,
yes,
and to, you know, to make that recommendation for him to go to A&E. So I see, and I'm connecting now with the importance of the need for that type of care. And now we're talking about Carnival. We're talking about Carnival 2024 and the fact that we need to pay attention, of course, to our feet. Why is it important at this time to care for our feet in that way?
Because around Carnival time, a lot of persons does take their foot for granted, knowing that they'll be buying a lot of sneakers, especially online, wearing ill-fitting shoes, and afterwards they'll be complaining about aches and pains, to the point that you've seen a lot of swelling, a lot of corns, ingrown toenails, for example. And even being out in the sun, you've seen a lot of blisters of the skin. And with that, you need to be very careful. Not because you're having a lot of fun in Carnival, that means you have to neglect your feet. Don't ever neglect your feet. That's said, your feet need to be pampered and need to be taken care of.
And how can persons connect with you should they want to, engage your services? Because there are people who I hope are listening to this and now are paying attention to, oh, I might have an issue, or oh, I have something that I probably should pay attention to, and I couldn't find somebody who I know is able to take care of this. Because people usually go to the spa, as you say, just for a regular pedicure, just to polish their nails and just do the regular, foot soak and foot scrubs. But when you're talking about an issue, a specific issue, an isolated issue that regular spas do not attend to, because they do the beautification aspect of it, which is also very important, pampering yourself and stuff like that. But when they have a specific issue like this and they need somebody to speak to, I feel comfortable coming to your spa should I have a foot problem, based on the conversation we're having now, because I feel as if you do care. I feel as if you, and especially because of where your spa started. So I know that there is some measure of care and compassion for persons suffering or having these issues. Some of them subduing them, some of them, as you say, embarrassed to approach somebody. How does somebody connect with you if they even have a suspicion that there's an issue with their feet that they need attention to?
Well, they can contact me at 477-3110. Also, I'm on social media on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook on Glorious Touch TT, GLOIOUSTOUCHTT.
Right, awesome. And what are your days and times of operation?
So I work on weekdays, 4:30 to 7:30 p.m. Also on Saturdays from 9:30 to 5 p.m.
Awesome. And I mean, you've given me a few stories about some of your clients, and you've said that some of them have come back even crying, because they have seen the results. How does that make you feel, knowing that you have been able to impact some measure of change to relieve some measure of insecurity and pain and embarrassment from their situation?
One thing I just always say, especially to my mom, because my mom is one of the persons who's always cheer me on. I just say I'm glad that because of my grandfather, I just always say he's my superhero that pushes me with it. I'm glad that he's the one who got me into this, and I am grateful that I'm doing this to be making a difference in people's lives.
Right. And what are some of the things you want to encourage people about their foot care, not just for Carnival, but in general? Or how do you identify that there's an issue that you need to pay attention to and not just a regular spa will be able to help you with? And what are some of the signs that you can look for to tell yourself, okay, I really need to go and see Delicia, I really need to go to Glorious Touch Wellness Spa? What are some of the telltale signs that could lead you to coming to your spa?
So for sure, like if you have any fungal infection, if you're seeing any discoloration in your nails, if you're seeing any flaking in the nails, also that is a sign of a fungal infection in the nails. If you're seeing anything, that burning sensation between the toes, any type of crumbling or type of redness between the toes, that for sure that's a sign of athlete's foot. You can also come to Glorious Touch. And lastly, if you know you're getting problem with your calluses and you're getting issues getting rid of that, come to us. As I said, those things don't have an issue with Glorious Touch. We just deal with all those things. You don't need to be embarrassed with that. Trust me, we've seen it all, we heard it all, we smell it all. Nothing does scare us. We dealt with it.
Right. And you know, the thing about it is I like the fact that final touch you just put there, we've seen it all, we've heard it all, we smell it all. And these are some of the things that people are embarrassed by, right? And so because you're extending that open invitation, it kind of reduces that feeling of anxiety. Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm going to expose my weakness, I'm going to expose my flaws to somebody. But I appreciate that you are so open and that you're so welcoming to persons who have these issues, because there are issues that we really need to deal with, you know. And I am certain that confidentiality is important. Yes. where your operation is concerned, because you've not mentioned any names or made any references, only just to situations and circumstances, which we really truly appreciate. And I really hope, I want to encourage our viewers this morning. You spoke about some things that we take for granted. Ill-fitting shoes, sometimes, especially women, we try to fit into shoes because it's trendy, it's nice, it's cute, and sometimes we're doing an ill service to ourselves. We are causing unnecessary pain and trauma to our feet. So we want to ensure that we wear the right size shoes. We want to ensure that there's a comfortable fit. We want to make sure that there's no sweating, no excess sweating in between the toes and stuff like that. So I just want to encourage you, even for this carnival period, to pay attention to some of those things. I know some of the footwear come with the costumes. So let us try to ensure that we have the right size, the right material for our skin. Make sure that there's enough breathing room so that you can have a good time and not cause yourself any unnecessary trauma. Is there anything else that you want to tell our viewers before we wrap this conversation?
Yes, so as I always tell my clients, make sure and treat yourself as the king or queen that you are. Pamper yourself, you deserve it.
Awesome. Thank you so very much for coming in this morning and shedding some necessary light on that fact. I mean, we talk about self-care and we talk about going to the spa, getting massages, manicures, pedicures. But when we're talking about our actual health, this is about our health. And so we are very grateful that you came in this morning to give us some information on that. Tell us one more time how we can reach you if we want to access your services.
Sure, no problem. You can contact Glorious Touch Spa at 477-3110 or on social media at Glorious Touch TT, GLOIOUSTOUCHTT.
All right. Thank you so very much, Delicia, for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been speaking with Delicia Boris, founder of Glorious Touch and Health Wellness Spa, taking care of your feet as a result of trying to find someone to take care of her grandfather who is now departed. And she is giving all the care and attention to your feet. So I believe that this is a trusted service. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go for a short break before we continue conversations in studio with our guest. And before we go, of course, we are going to invite you, and I hope you're going to join me as we invite our audience to share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be back.
your destiny? The best way to predict it is to create it. Do you see yourself exploring exotic destinations or spending quality time with family? However you see yourself, create your own retirement destiny with Tata Life's Destiny Personal Savings Booster. Choose from one of 3 investment options with guaranteed minimum investment returns to secure a monthly retirement income for life, with the option to choose your retirement age. So what's your retirement destiny? Call 62TATIL or visit tatil.co.tt to learn more today. Conditions apply. Tatil Life, a member of the Ansa McCall Group.
Carnival is here. But before you hit the streets, make your home the ultimate party zone. Standard says, make it stage ready, now for now. Get dazzling deals on TVs, furniture, appliances, everything to impress your guest. 10% cash back, easy financing, plus no down payment. Now's the time to shine. Visit Standards today. Let them make your home the star of Carnival.
Rotisserie, mouth-watering fries, salads, combos, and specials galore. Feeling for something to eat? Come and see. Our rotisserie is seasoned to the T. Kicking chicken, masala, and jerk roast. Crispy fries made from scratch. Who do you know can't beat that? Or salads freshly cut and packed. When you taste it, you'll be wanting to come back. So come check us out on number 2 Robinson Street, Uptown Scarborough, Tobago. We open on Saturday nights from 7:30 to 11:30 p.m. Monday to Thursday, we're open from 10 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. and on Friday, 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us at 772-7443 and all social media handles at The Rotisserie Factory.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning. Good morning, morning.
Welcome back to the morning show on Tobago Updates Television. I am Adana Kambi, and we are in studio with a celebrity champion. Yes, we are speaking with Nataki Thompson, and she is a national junior Calypso Monarch champion. Let's give it up for her. And I know you are online clapping with me. Welcome, Nataki. Welcome to our program this morning. How are you feeling? How are you doing? How is it going? How has it been? I mean, I know I'm asking you 20 questions all at once, but you're brain young, so you're able to answer all of them with rapid fire speed. How are you? How is the feeling? How do you feel this morning?
I'm feeling really proud, really accomplished to know that I brought back the crown to Tobago after 37 years. I think that's a lot, and I feel really proud. Words cannot explain how happy and grateful I am.
And I am very proud that you are so informed that it took 37 years. You actually know how many years it took to bring it back. So that makes me feel proud as well. And that gives me hope in our young people. I mean, how has it been in terms of the preparation to get there and then to do your performance on stage and then to hear the announcement and to know that you are bringing this crown back to Tobago after this period of time?
Well, the preparation was not easy at all. In terms of practicing, it was not easy. I couldn't just skylark and do what I want to do while it's practice time. So I have to be serious. Performing was easy for me because I'm used to performing. I'm in a performing company called Rhythmic Vibrations. So performing was not nerve-wracking or anything. And when I heard the results, some people thought I would just jump up, scream, but no, it's just not my personality. Even though I was happy, I was in awe, but it's just not my personality, jump up and scream. But yeah, I was really happy to know that I won after all that hard work and dedication.
And even after your performance, right? How did you feel before the results came out and you delivered your performance on stage? How did you feel? Did you feel as if you did your best? Did you feel as if there's more you could have done? How did you feel before you knew that officially that you were the winner?
I felt pleased with my performance because, like I said, it's not something that is nerve-wracking. So I went out there and I did what I was taught, and I was proud of myself.
Right. And how is your support system in terms of your trainer, your coach, the other members from Tobago who went down, your teacher, your friends, your classmates? How has it been on your return?
Ooh, I had a lot of support. My mommy, Marsha Thompson, Cheryl Duncan, my musical mentor.
Yes, Auntie Cheryl, yes.
Yes. My dance teacher, Mrs. Daniel, Auntie Cami, my teachers, Mrs. Gordon, Mrs. Marfan, all of them. I had strong support. I can't say that I didn't have any support at all.
Right. And what do you want to share with other persons who are interested in the art form, like younger people like yourself and even younger than yourself who want to get into the art form? What type of encouragement do you want to share with them this morning?
Just believe in yourself. The second you start doubting yourself is where you go downhill. So just continue to believe in yourself, be positive. Just be brave. They are never your shyness. My drama teacher always say, shyness is not something that you should have when you are in the art of performing. So,
well, listen, I am just in awe of your confidence and the way that you have these answers at the tip of your fingers, to share with us. And I know you said you've been performing for some time with Rhythmic Vibration.
Yes,
so,
I have.
Of course, you are used to the performing and stuff like that. When you have to meet new groups or new performers, let's say like when you went to Trinidad, you met Calypsonians from Trinidad.
Yes.
How does it make you feel when you are in their presence? Because, everybody rehearses, everybody has the same mindset. Everybody comes to win. So how do you feel when you come into that space and, have to compete with the people who are all trying to win?
Well, I don't really, like I said, nervous. I don't really get nervous over those things because I know, like you said, everyone is there to win. So I just have to focus on myself and focus on doing my best. Because everyone is there to do their best to win.
Right, and some of our online viewers are saying congratulations to you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Right,
and of course, we also want to say a hearty congratulations to you. We are proud. Tobago is proud. Every time, and on this show, we always talk about when Tobago takes a stage, whether it's a national stage or an international stage, and we do well, we always brag about our people. We always brag about Tobago people doing well and excelling. How has it been for you in terms of balancing, having to take care of your schoolwork, your chores, whatever community involvements that you might be a part of? How has it been for you to manage all of these things?
Well, it's not easy, but I still have to manage because this term is crosswork term. So I have to make sure I do all my schoolwork and send them in on time to get, a good grade. So it's not easy to imagine to juggle the Calypso, all the practices, the schoolwork, and I'm an athlete as well. So I have to miss a lot of training because of that. And yeah, it's not easy to, miss all of those stuff.
So I want to bring a bright smile on your face right now. I feel you might blush a little bit. We want to go to a clip of your performance, the winning performance at the Junior Calypso Monarch.
Bring back peace, bring back love, 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 bring back peace, bring back love. Wait. Is what really going on here? Oleso doesn't have nothing better to do with Ole life. Every time I pass here, Ole just sitting on the block, drinking, smoking, gambling, and just wasting Ole life away. And with all a bad attitude. Here what? You see when I done here today, I surely know the purpose in life. Good afternoon, Tobago. How are they feeling? Tobago, there's a major crisis of what is right and what is wrong. But we need to take a deep look at ourselves and find our true purpose in life. time for everything, but there is a purpose for this life that we all are living, and there is a way. To some people it feels so good, but there is a question: are we living the way we should? So many delinquent parents exhibiting negative influences. Morality and self-respect are no longer relevant. Who is training our children? And tell me who can solve our many problems as we struggle to find a place in tomorrow's environment and find our purpose for life to survive and be competent. But we complain and can't find a solution. We need to get back to the moral mandate of man. Ignite the flames of real love in your heart. Patience and kindness is a good place to start. Take a look in your own mirror and try to see inside. And if you find any peace, embrace it with serious pride. If you find gentleness and meekness, practice self-control. The spirit of joy will be yours to have and hold. Then you will go placidly and miss all the noise and strife. So make all the effort and find your purpose in life.
Trying to find your purpose in life, but ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you guys something. Before the camera panned to Miss Nataki, she was here blushing. But when the camera came on, she became all serious and, you know, assessing the performance. I saw the switch and I was in the corner here giggling because I'm like, you know, but how does it make you feel when you look back at your performances to see? Because I saw there was a point where you actually started to giggle when you saw, you know, the theatrical part of it when you were doing your performance. How does it make you feel when you're doing your assessment after your performances?
I feel really pleased watching, knowing that well, on stage, I'm a whole different person, but off stage, you know, it's a different character. So when I'm on stage, it's serious time. I have to do what I am supposed to do and to get the results that I have to work hard for.
Right, and it was a really, really good performance there. You know, you're actually employing all the theatrical movements and ensuring that your story is told. And, you know, even when you were in your delivery, I could see that you were emphatic about finding your purpose. We're wasting time. What are we doing here? You know, and so again, we want to say congratulations. Again, we want to say we are so very proud of you.
Thank you.
You know, we're so very proud that you were able to do that bring that type of delivery, and also to make Tobago so proud, because so many times we go on, even on a national stage, and sometimes they question what Tobago has to offer.
Yes.
And this carnival season, we're showing them what we have to offer. Because when we talk about the pan finals as well, you could see championships rising from Tobago as well. So, you know, we actually, we occupying spaces, especially in this season. And I want to say again, a hearty congratulations. And I want you to sing a little part of the chorus to me right here on set this morning for all our viewers online who are watching, and they're coming in here and they're saying, Rosalind Moore Allen saying, strong nation building song. Start Thompson saying, yes, Nataki. Son White Delvin saying, I'm watching. Congratulations, cuz coming from another one. Rubel Abasi or Abasi, I hope I pronounce this correctly, saying, I'm watching. And so because we have all these viewers watching, we're going to give them a little taste, live and direct, right here in the studio. Your choice, whether it's a verse or the chorus. We want to get a little something from you this morning before we end this morning.
Ignite the flames of real love in your heart. Patience and kindness is a good place to start. Take a look in your own mirror and try to see inside. And if you find any peace, embrace it with serious pride. If you find gentleness and meekness, practice self-control. The spirit of joy will be yours to have and hold. Then you will go placidly And me saw the noise and strife. So make all the efforts and find your purpose in life.
That's right. That's right. Make all the efforts and find your purpose in life. Coming there from Nataki Thompson, our champion for the Junior Calypso Monarch 2024, coming right here from Tobago. After 37 years, we have brought the trophy back home again, and we are indeed proud. It is a proud moment here in Tobago. It is a proud moment here on the set of the morning show at Tobago Updates Television. We all are proud of you, making Tobago proud, and we are so happy that a young person and the conviction and the passion you sing this with, I know that it is something that you really put thought into. It really affects and impacts your life in that type of way, and I'm happy that you're sending that message to young people, younger persons than yourself, older persons than yourself, and a wide cross-section of our communities here in Trinidad and Tobago, and even the world at large, because these are issues that we really need to address to ensure that we can live a life that is comfortable, peaceful, safe, and everything for everybody around us. So again, a hearty congratulations to you. We are proud of you, and we want you to continue on this journey as you continue with your performances and your schoolwork, in athletics, wherever you are, to bring that type of energy with you wherever you want, to encourage people in your area as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking to Nataki Thompson, the Junior Calypso Monarch champion 2024, coming here from Tobago, our very own, with her performance this morning. And of course, you heard for your own self, you heard live and direct right here for the first time in studio, right at the Tobago Updates Television. That's the way we do it. We ensure once we have that talent, we're going to get a piece of it. And so we brought it to you live and direct. Nataki, we are going to go out for a break before we continue in studio. And of course, because you have this performance background, we're going to do a real good performance with this one, right? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to continue to stay with us as we go to a break. And while we go to a break, we invite you to share the live,
share the live, share the live.
That's right. And we'll be right back.
With serious pride. Keep your mind gentleness and meekness, practice self-control. The spirit of joy will be yours to have and hold. Then I will go plasticity and miss all the noise and strife. So make all the efforts and find your purpose in life. Come on, Tobago. God made us to find a purpose in life.
Everybody only worrying. Never ever worry. Don't mind how things looking hard. I tell them never ever worry. If your life can't get damaged bad. I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil is always right here for you. I tell them never ever worry. Don't mind if life make you sad. I tell them never ever worry. If your house gets flooded out real bad. I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil will always be here for you. Never worry about that thing. Tatil, where people are people. You know what I mean.
If you want to feel alive, then switch to the winning side. You see how we move in style. Is a vibe and be mobile. It's a vibe, it's a vibe, it's a vibe and be mobile. It's a vibe, it's a vibe, it's a vibe. We be mobile.
Come on, see what plan you could get. See what plan you could get. Come, see what plan you could, see what plan you could, see what plan you could get. All of the plan the best, all of the plans the best. Come on, see what plan you could, see what plan you could. Be mobile. Top it up, 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 top it up. Only we buying bundles. Top it up, 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 top it up.
It's a vibe and be mobile. It's a vibe, it's a vibe, it's a vibe and be mobile. It's a vibe, it's a vibe, it's a vibe. We be mobile.
As you come in. Long time I see you. this station pumping already, ready for children party. Mommy! Jay, you can't go nowhere with these children. And you know you can't depend on Kevin neither Steven to see about them. Yeah, total waste. So I supposed to stay home whole time? Jada is 12. She could see about them. You just leave Jada to see about Kia and Kayla. I thought it was your mother or your sister. Who? Them always busy. Jada could handle that. She cooking and cleaning a long time. And the next two better know what time it is. It's only me, you know. I will talk to my mother. She just home these days. She will make sure the children okay. Alright. Let me see the moves for later.
Before you ramage, make sure the children okay. Call 996 to report all child abuse now. A message from the Children's Authority of Trinidad and Tobago.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Welcome back to the morning show on Tobago Updates Television. I am Adana Kambi, and yes, we continue with some carnival winnings and celebrations, and we're talking about the recently concluded THA Panchams that took place on Tuesday evening, and we have winners. We had three categories: the single pan ban, small ban, and large ban, and we have the results. Of course, the Metro Stars coming in there for the single pan ban. For the small ban, we have T and Tech New Eastside Dimensions as the winners there, and for the large ban, Cats and Jammers coming in first place there. And we are going to take in a little of the performance from Cats and Jammers, the winners of the large band category of the Tobago Panchams that took place on Tuesday, 6 February 2024, right here at the Parade Park at the Dwight York Stadium in Tobago. So we're going to go to the video of clipping of that performance, the winners of the large band, Cats and Jammers. performance there by Cats and Jammers coming in with 282 points. Rockets by Merchant. The winning composition by Kirsch Ramsey, the arranger for the band, winning the large bands there at the THA Panchams 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much for staying with us. This has been the morning show on Tobago Updates Television, and I am Adana Kombi. This is where we end for you this morning, but of course we continue our programming, so we ask you to stay with us as we head on over to Tobago Notes and then to GMT with Candice Jackson. Before we go, we invite you one more time to help us share the live, share the live, share the live.
The Buku Reef Marine Park was the focus of this year's World Ocean Day Symposium, facilitated by the THA's Department of Marine Resources and Fisheries. Celebrating our blue heritage was the theme under which environmental stakeholders discussed the socio-economic and ecological importance of this marine protected area. Participants also talked about the creation of a multi-sectoral management strategy for the marine park.
What we are looking at is a multi-stakeholder co-management approach. So everybody has a say. Tourism as well. In fact, tourism is our main stakeholder, because if we're talking Buku Reef, right, our main tourism attraction, but yet, so there are tourism objectives as it pertains to the management, but yet there are conservation objectives, and sometimes you find a tension between those two objectives. So the discussion here will be focusing on how can we harmonize the tourism objectives with the conservation objectives so that all could be happy and we manage well.
I think the NGOs and the private sector, they have a more vested interest in the environment, so I think they will be better to take the initiative to make this work.
It was refreshing to see a lot of like-minded people, and you have stakeholders that's now coming to the realization that we need to have some kind of a protection of our marine environment that is unique to the island. It can't be governmental run, can't be run by the government. It has to be the private sector, the stakeholders, the people who are involved in the environment.
I like the points about the spatial planning and zoning of the park. That's very important, and that's one of the aspects of the fishing as well, because people must know where they can go in the park and do certain activities, and that is a good practice. Tobago's main tourism product is the ocean, the rainforest, and all that surrounds us, but the ocean plays a big part in Tobago, and preserving it is definitely key.
Other World Ocean Day activities included beach cleanups at Kilgrin Bay and No Man's Land, along with a lionfish derby at Castara. A seafood fair coming up on Friday, 30th June, rounds out the month of World Ocean Day activities on the island.
That was a production of the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly.
Then switch to the winning side. You see how we move in style. Is a vibe on Be Mobile. It's a vibe, it's a vibe, it's a vibe on Be Mobile. It's a vibe, it's a vibe.
Carnival is here. But before you hit the streets, make your home the ultimate party zone. Standard says, make it stage ready, now for now. Get dazzling deals on TVs, furniture, appliances, everything to impress your guest. 10% cash back, easy financing, plus no down payment. Now's the time to shine. Visit Standards today. Let them make your home the star of Carnival.
Rotisserie, mouth-watering fries, salads, combos, and specials galore. Feeling for something to eat? Come and see. Our rotisserie is seasoned to the T. Kicking chicken, masala, and jerk roast. Crispy fries made from scratch. Who do you know can beat that? Or salads freshly cut and packed. When you taste it, you'll be wanting to come back. So come check us out on number 2 Robinson Street, Uptown Scarborough, Tobago. We open on Saturday nights from 7:30 to 11:30 p.m. Monday to Thursday, we're open from 10 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. and on Friday, 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us at 772-7443 and all social media handles at The Rotisserie Factory.
Yeah. Hey. Tobago updates. Na, 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 na. Good morning, Tobago. Let's go, go. It's a brand new morning. Rise up to a brand new dawning. As the passion start to rise, the energy fill the skies. I say thanks for favor to wake up and hear me neighbor. 60,000 people strong, and the vibes is never wrong. We are beauty, we are power, we are people in the sun. We are beaches, we are rivers, we are melanated ones. We special and there is no denying. Tobago is number 1. I am you and you are me. Together we're stronger. Good morning, Tobago. Good morning, Tobago.
Welcome to Good Morning Tobago on Tobago Updates, your source for current affairs in Tobago, Trinidad, and the region. With the perfect conversations to complement your morning routine, I am Candice Jackson, and let's get started with the news in 90 seconds. The shipwrecked vessel stuck in the waters outside of Cove Estate was identified as the Gulf Stream by Alvin Douglas, Director of the Tobago Marine Safety and Security Services. Douglas was one of the first divers to inspect the overturned vessel. He was unable, however, to spot any other identifying markers, such as an IMO, due to its dangerous position on the reef. No signs of life were noticed. The reef, however, is badly damaged, with fuel continuing to spill out from the hull of the ship, threatening the health of a spawning ground for fish, lobsters, and other marine life. Investigations will continue today with the help of dive teams from Trinidad. Meanwhile, cleanup efforts are being mobilized for the fuel both in the water and on the shore. Up next, a recent 2-day seminar organized by the THA engaged over 20 stakeholders, focusing on environmentally friendly strategies to address coastal erosion in Tobago's southwestern region. Professors Valeria Chavez and Rodolfo Silva from the National Autonomous University of Mexico facilitated the event. 7 recommendations emerged from the seminar to combat coastal erosion, with a significant emphasis on the rehabilitation of Buku Reef, including the implementation of the THA Draft Marine Bill 2020 and the establishment of a coral nursery. And finally, the Trinidad and Tobago Inter-Island Transportation Limited has completed the statutory dry docking of the APT James, as confirmed by management. The vessel resumed service yesterday, departing from Trinidad at 4 p.m. Furthermore, the Buku Reef underwent its statutory dry docking exercise yesterday and is scheduled to resume service on February 22nd. These maintenance works were deemed essential by the management to ensure a safe and dependable service, along with the upkeep of class certifications. And that was the news in 90 seconds. And viewers, you know, what's on our minds right now here in Tobago is what's going on with this vessel that's overturned. And as you can see, we did get some news overnight as to what's happening. It's been identified as the Gulf Stream. We have Mr. Alvin Douglas. He is one of the divers that's there. He was only able to do one dive yesterday to try to figure out, what this vessel is and so on. And if you want to get, I think we have that clip lined up because I was able to go outside yesterday to actually see what's going on with the vessel. And it's important to know that at the time that we went out was around midday. And at that point, even though there was notifications and there was news of this vessel being stuck there from about 7 o'clock in the morning, there were no Coast Guard, there wasn't any other vessels around, any other authorities around investigating the scene around midday. So we have the clip now of when my crew went out yesterday. Sargassum seaweed mixed with thick oil is inundating the shores of Lambo. Fishermen on the bay were perplexed, having never encountered it before, and it caused an immediate problem.
Well, it's the first time we actually see our oil spill in real life now, so we want to know how they're cleaning it up. And
out at sea, it is much worse. Together with the president of the All Tobago Fisherfolk Association, Curtis Douglas, and several other fishermen, we ventured out to the vessel.
As you can see behind me is this ship. We don't know the identity of the ship. We don't know where it came from. All we know that it is stuck here on what is a reef right outside of Cove.
Reminiscent of Moby Dick, waves crashed against the hull of the rusty ship. From the surface of the water,
there is no sign of life at this point around the vessel. There are no identifying marks either. There's no clue present to say how this vessel ended up here in Tobago, where it came from, or anything at all.
It is a mystery.
What is happening now? We are having a boat run ashore on a reef. So basically it is really stuck.
The vessel is stuck approximately 200 meters from the shore, not far from Cove Crack, a popular diving spot. For safety reasons, we were not able to get too close to the vessel, but we did notice oil continuously leaking from the side of the vessel.
How much oil is out there?
I cannot quantify it, but it's a lot until it's rushing ashore. Look, all my hands, all on the boats, in the water, it's oil-ridden, it's oil-bound, and I don't think the massive of this oil has yet been let off.
It has an immediate and devastating impact on the area, which is a sensitive spawning ground, according to Krishna Thomas, a fisherman from Lambo for over 25 years.
We have the lagoon there where they harbor all the lobsters. It's a breeding ground for all the fishes, the mammals, and them that's coming there to feed because of the grass bed. And the bait that's come up here to spawn. So this is a bait area. From here, go straight down to behind Crown Pond by the airport.
For many years, fishermen have always been concerned about what is to happen in Tobago if there is an oil spill. And unfortunately today, this is the case and this is the reality that they are faced with.
I don't know what's going to be the position for we fishermen here because we are being very terribly affected by the spill concerning this oil and this boat here.
So we need to act now to retrieve and to protect and to safeguard what little we have still left from these reefs and from these mangroves here.
Men are concerned. All they can do at this point in time is look on and hope it does not get bad, but it is uncertain how bad things would really get as the oil continues to leak from this unknown vessel. I am Candice Jackson reporting for Tobago Updates Television News from the Atlantic Ocean just outside of Cove.
All right, so there you have it, just a little report. And like I said, at that point in time that we went out, that was around midday, there were no authorities in the area inspecting what's going on. But we did have Mr. Douglas go in there in the water, dive to try to figure out the identity of the ship. What he noticed, though, is that the reef there, the top of the ship is apparently broken off, as well as there's a lot of debris on the seabed at this point in time. But even worse is that the reef, there's a lot of damage on the reef as that vessel remains there. And we got news also from TEMA this morning that they actually have begun, they are mobilizing their resources to begin the cleanup plan to kick in from about 8. So the cleanup plan should be starting right about now to see what can be done. But again, there's also the concern about identifying the vessel. Even though we have the name Gulfstream, we don't have the IMO number and so on. So when we looked it up on the marine websites and so on, it was very difficult in trying to figure out or narrow down which ship it was, because there are several ships with the name Gulfstream. So hopefully today, with more dives and stuff, we will find out more information. But this is a huge problem that we have here in Tobago, because, as you heard from the fishermen, that it is a very sensitive area. And to give us a little perspective, I'm bringing in here Mr. Junior Kwashi, and he is the Vice President of the All Tobago Fisher Folk Association. And more importantly, Mr. Kwashi is one of those people that actually did go through some training when it comes to what to do when there is an oil spill. So a special good morning and welcome to you, Mr. Kwashi. How are you doing?
Good morning, Candice. Good morning. Good morning to the whole nation, worldwide. It's nice to be here this morning again. Smiling, but not so very smiling.
Not a very smiling situation, yes. Now, this is something, like I mentioned, this is something that the fishermen have always been fearful of. What is to happen if there is an oil spill of any kind here in Tobago? So, you take it away from this point.
Candice, 2010, I went on a training program with the same oil spill, right, in Tobago. The PTT did that program, same in Lambo. Right, we did a 3-day program if there oil spill, what could happen. And an oil spill is not something to take lightly. Right now, this, what happened here, come like a cancer in Tobago. Because first, the beginning, we start with the boat. We don't know when the boat turned over, where it came from. That boat did not turn over there. That boat cannot turn there. The side of that boat cannot turn over there. It's not no if and but. That boat could be over 200 feet, 300 feet, 400 feet, and it cannot turn at 10 feet water.
It's almost as if it was traveling overnight on Tuesday, undetected, along the coastline, because there's evidence, there's oil present throughout.
Yes. Again, let us talk about the boat first. That boat, whatever happened to it, we don't know. We need to find what is the boat problem, what is the name of the boat, who is the problem, who belongs to. That is step 1. Step 2 is that we cannot go just so. We are divers, not diver. Divers.
Yes, so more than Mr. Alvin Douglas.
More than Mr. Douglas, right? We don't know what the Coast Guard we can't see because I have not seen them up to now. Something like this happening in Tobago, and they're telling me the Coast Guard do have a boat could launch in Tobago to assist Tobago. Can this all plays a cancer for Tobago? It's not just the fishermen will be affected. The people down at that end, especially going to get sick from that oil.
And just to put this into perspective about the Coast Guard, because when I contacted the Coast Guard, and even when I talked to some of the officers that I know, they were stationed either at Scarborough or Charlottesville, and they couldn't do anything. They were just there, stuck in their bases.
They can't do anything because they don't have no boat. You have to have a boat, right? And here it is now. That boat, I believe that boat was drift apart for some days. Because if Belgium get oil, Roxburgh get touch and come down the road, that means it's up and come down. And the kind of current that we're running right now, Candice, I don't see divers having an easy time down there. The current is very, very hard.
Listen, if yesterday was any indication, because as you can see, the waves were like
up and down.
It was pretty rough yesterday.
And I could tell you that fishermen went out yesterday and had to turn back because I had current. Right? And that current is going to sweep that oil actually wrong Tobago. If we do handle that now. And we cannot just think of Cove alone. We have to compete, start from up on the head, both sides, and come wrong. It's like a cleaning house. You can't start from the middle. You have to start from a corner and come out, right? And we need to sit down. I say we as fishermen, investors, well, I don't know what team is, I can't say, but team of a boat, team of but sea, right? The people who are trained, call them out and let all hands get on deck, Candice. It is too drag foot. We sit down too long on this. I want to see action because this is going to affect Tobago very badly. Yesterday I got a call, I know what the call is. Where in Tobago can I bid when I come for Carnival weekend? Tobago get oil spill. Could somebody answer for me? We don't know. 24 hours gone. You know how far that oil could go?
Yeah, let's put this into perspective because, like I said, the first indication that there was something wrong was around 7 o'clock yesterday morning.
And know is what? After 8.
Yes.
And you know what to put into cleanup.
The
Right?
first time that Mr. Douglas was only able to do one dive, and that was probably about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
And peace get dark. Mr. Douglas alone cannot do that work. He need hands on deck. We need people to go there. No one man should not be going and dive there. If we're talking about health, we're talking about safety, we have to put things in place. Have 4, 5, 6 divers. Bring the coast guard, let the boat left Trinidad come up here. We come together and get this thing done.
And why do you think it's taken so long, even because we do have a response team because of our oil industry here in Trinidad and Tobago? Of course, it's all based in Trinidad, but then why should it take so long for those help to come across here to Tobago?
It's a long story that I can answer, Candice. That is over my pay grade, which I don't get paid, right? But I'm saying, the chief cried out, asked for help. It was said that some boats come from Trinidad to the cleanup or to assist, whatever. But Candice, where that boat is stuck, I don't see none of those boats are going there so easily. The depth of the water has to come into consideration. First in that depth of water, what they need to do is to get some tugs, get that boat removed from there.
So just to put it into perspective for those viewers who may not be familiar with the area, tell me about the geography of that area, the depth of the water, the reef, what's there?
Candice, I see that a breeding ground. I say a breeding ground. All right, let me make it more clear for everybody to understand me. When we say breeding ground, we talk about sperm, right? Fishes love to spawn in mangrove, grassy bed. And when we have an area like that, behind Cove, right back to Crown Point, go back to the Buku Reef, it's supposed to be protected at all time. Right? Lobster, the fish, all spawn and then they disperse. Right? That ground damage, 3 years from now, we're under pressure. Totally, because it will not go back now. It may take more than 3 years. We don't know how long they will take to move that boat from there. Right? That boat have to move from the Candice. It have to move first. And we have to have several teams because we have to start clean up on the hill and come down and go around. We can't stop up behind Cove alone because once that oil, and not if, it disperses already, it starts to spread up and break up.
Because we're not just talking about the oil here, we're also talking about the actual physical ship damaging the reef.
Exactly.
And from what Mr. Douglas said to me last night, is that at least a quarter of the reef is damaged. It's actually grating out like the hard coral and that sort of thing.
Yeah, but can you just think about that boat stuck on a reef? That size of boat that you have there. Slamming from left to right, left to right, left to right. To break and break and break and break and break and break and keep on going. And we don't know what tide that boat was stuck there. If it's full tide or low tide. If it's stuck on full tide, problem to move it. If it's low tide, you have a chance because when low tide is stuck, when the high tide fully you could afford to pull it. And we have to get bad, we have to get tugged. It's a real serious problem right now, Candice. Candice, Tobago have a cancer, and the cancer is that boat down there, that oil. We have to deal with that now. So, I don't know what is team plan, I can't say. They have not speak to ATFA. Nobody has speak to ATFA about it, Bishop Oak. We are willing to work with them in any way we can, because I know what training here, other members at ATFA who know about training with the oil spill. I know thing was launched at Almando. I don't know if it's still there, I can't say, right? But what about is rescue and clean up, it's going to be very hard on us because behind it is real shallow. Shallow means shallow, right? And no big ship can go inside it. They get small boats and all kind of things. So we have to sit down and mobilize, lace with ATFA, lace with ATFA, lace with the fisher folk. Let us come together, because if you don't know there and you try to go to Candice, it's more disaster. Fishermen have to take you there, otherwise they will not get nothing done because they will correct themselves and cause double trouble. Right? Those big boats will not go inside that, not for sure. I asking that. So then you still come back to the same small men. But first, we need to get divers on board, not Mr. Douglas alone, please. Don't kill the ghost, a lady golden egg. Mr. Douglas and his team, or team is 6, 7 people, and we need to go there when the sun is up. Like, no, they should be in the water already. But as we have no boat here, we have no Coast Guard. I heard Chief said Coast Guard supposed to be on board, and I haven't seen them. I don't know. I can't say what I can this. I really don't know. But I would like to see we do that right now. Call in who know, bring everybody on board, and let us get this thing dealt with now.
How big is this threat just to the livelihoods of this island?
And this, I say, that cancer to Tobago. Tobago is not big, you know that 216 square miles. And if a ship that size pumping all them oil, look at the oil that's coming from it, right? When that wake up and start to spread, it spread wrong Tobago in a second. It will not take long. The current right now, let's just say, for some reason, the current is going down, sweeping across the Grenada. When you meet across there, you may meet an next speed at pushing back. The current doesn't go one way all the time. If you start with the current, you can swing toward the current, inshore or to sea, you go either way. It could leave from down there and it could sweep all the way back up to Scarborough, all the way back to Belgarden. It could go back up. And what at Belgarden will go high up. The current is really one of the main factors we have to get into place and deal with it now.
And how can it affect, how would it affect the fish and other marine creatures?
Fish go run, turtle go run, young one who can't run got dead. All that will happen. It will affect us very badly, Candy. And men with engine, please, all you do there. Before you go there, be extra careful because that oil going to damage your impeller, it will damage your engine. Going there, Candy, this is very riskful, especially if you don't have the sea experience. Do not go there. If you see oil, stay away from it. Out in the ocean, stay away from it, stay far. Candy, this thing need treatment now. I think we need international help.
Now, just before we go, just to speak to the people of Tobago in terms of fish. So I know, of course, there's going to be a concern. I know the Chief Secretary said, you know, I mean, because the fishermen don't fish near shore, they go further out to sea, that shouldn't be affected. But from your perspective, from Alpha's perspective.
And this is not the fishermen do fish close inshore. You must pass inshore to go to the ocean. And if inshore is affected, you will pass through it. And you are spreading it likewise, right? And I will not tell no fisherman, Lambo, Crown Point, Scarborough, Belgarden, to go and see right now.
But can us people in Tobago, can we purchase?
Yes, you could eat fish. The whole point about it is that you have to make sure what you're eating is the right thing and the right fish. But, and this is in a mess right now, I'm appealing to everybody. Let us sit down and work this thing out. Bring ATFA on board, bring team on board, bring Coast Guard on board. We sit down, plan to help Tobago. This is Tobago business. Call on Trinidad, call on International. Who you have to call, let them call who they're supposed to call. Use your office chief, call who you have to call. Let everybody sit down, work this thing out. It is a cancer for Tobago, this oil spill. Oil spill is a cancer. People of Tobago who don't know, it is a cancer. Right? Oil spill don't end just like that. Where is that oil on that shore? That end of it. That is the beginning. All that have to clean up. Every ounce have to clean up. Every ounce. Because one little spit of oil again, more back on again. If I take a pass, you have fish. A fish who have eggs in the belly pass that dead. Right? Lobster, problem. I see this whole side here right now, problem. Serious problem, Carly. Serious problem. And I would like to know that please don't kill Mr. Douglas. Let Mr. Douglas and our team go down there. People, the water today is very heavy, more than yesterday. I saw it already for the morning. Right? And Mr. Douglas, be careful, don't make them kill the goose and hit the golden egg. I know what I'm saying.
Yes, and of course, yes, a special good morning to our dear Mr. Alvin Douglas, who is doing yeoman service. And I don't think we realize, I think he's like the only person that we have stationed in Tobago with any sort of experience or any kind of knowledge about how to deal with these emergencies underwater and so on. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say on that for now. But yes, definitely we are grateful for him, but he alone can't do it. So thank you so much, Mr. Kwashi, for being on with us. This is certainly a story, viewers, that we are going to be tracking very, very closely as the days and the hours unfold. And hopefully we can have more details as to where this boat came from, who owns it, why is it in our waters, and what are we doing about it. Such very important questions because, again, the livelihood of fishermen and just us in Tobago, the health of our fish, the health of our reef, because again, there's a problem. If that reef is destroyed, then the shoreline there is open to erosion, quicker erosion, and so on as we experience storms. And it's a whole ripple effect. I don't think we really understand the ramifications of this vessel being stuck there on that reef just outside of Cove.
I want him to say, you know, it is so nice, eh? We're talking about this Lambo, the Cove, one of our main hotels is in the center of it. Hilton.
Magdalena. Yes.
Magdalena is right there, right? Magdalena is right there between the target. Just think about that. Carnival time, tourists is here, flocking to Tobago. Let us all understand the pressure we are under. That's why I said Tobago is a cancer, this ultimate cancer. We need to start now. Get everybody on board, the fishermen, for everybody, all head on board. Time to call some people out.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kwashi. And like I said, this is going to be a continuing story. All right, viewers, well, we got to go for a quick break, but we'll be right back right after this.
JK Tech, we bring technology to your doorstep. From cutting-edge laptops to reliable printers, we've got it all. Nationwide delivery and a new website for easy online ordering. JK Tech is your one-stop shop for your electronics and computer needs. Carrying top brands such as Acer, Samsung, HP, and much more. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at JKTechTT or visit jktechtt.com. Quality tech is just a click away. JK Tech. Evaluate your shopping experience, your tech, your way. Call or WhatsApp 383-2651. Shop smart, shop JK Tech.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash in transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
Inner Health, number 13B, Portmore, Scarborough, Tobago, with over 25 years experience offering services in and not limited to microscopic blood analysis, reflexology, and the sale of a wide range of organic herbal products used to supplement thyroid, lymphatic, heart, kidney, and brain health, and the male and female reproductive systems. Come and chat with us. Remember, your health is your wealth.
Everybody only worrying. Never ever worry. Don't mind how things looking hard. I tell them never ever worry. If your life can't get damaged bad. I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil is always right here for you. I tell them never ever worry. Don't mind if life make you sad. I tell them never ever worry. If your house get flooded out real bad. I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil will always be here for you. Never worry, never never worry about a thing. Tattle, where people are people. You know what I mean.
Yeah. Hey. Tobago updates. Na 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 na. Good morning, Tobago. Na 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 na. Wake up with Candace and Danasia. Let's go, go. It's a brand new morning. Rise up to a brand new dawning. As the passion start to rise, the energy fell.
Welcome back to Good Morning Tobago on Tobago Updates. And viewers, switching our conversation to a little bit of a lighter note, even though we have something serious to be concerned about. There is a special event happening in Tobago hosted by the Tobago division of the Trinidad and Tobago Chamber of Industry and Commerce over the Carnival weekend. So if you're interested, Mr. Curtis Williams is here to tell us about it. So good morning and welcome to you, Mr. Williams. How are you doing?
Hi, good morning, Candice, and I'm morning to the team here at Tobago Updates, and thanks for the opportunity to be here on live on here. But this event, as you earlier mentioned, is one of our fundraising events, first for the year actually. Candice, as you very well know, we are an NGO, and we have to raise funds to pay our bills. And we have been suffering. We have been asking Trinidad all year last year to assist us in paying our bills. And Trinidad said, hey, guys, you got to do something on your own. You need to raise funds. Our subscription through our membership is not sufficient to pay our bills. So hence the reason we have to do something fundraising. And all that we do is all voluntary work. We don't get paid. We don't get a stipend. It's all voluntary, Candice. So all that I'm doing for Tobago, it's all free. Right? So I'm here lobbying on behalf of the business community on island. Whether you're a member of the chamber or not, we lobby on behalf of Tobago and Tobago business. We are here just to see the development of the island.
And then just so people could understand some of the work that the chamber does, and especially a recent initiative is that little help desk to help businesses.
Correct. Well, we have launched that help desk, that TBAT, to assist business in raising your profile on the island. There are some businesses that's struggling with financials. There are businesses struggling with marketing, pricing, etc. And we are there to assist you. These micro businesses on the island, from Charleville all the way back down to Crump Point, you have issues, and we are there to help you. Again, we need funding to do these things.
Exactly.
We have to pay staff, we have to pay other folks, and definitely there's nothing happening. So hence the reason why we are having our first fundraising event for the year, and the name of that event is Rooftop Sunday, and it's going to be held on Carnival Sunday at 10 p.m. on the rooftop of Smithfield Plaza. It's a beautiful view up there, Candice. I don't know if you've ever been on top there, but it's the most fantastic view in Scarborough. And this event will be in the form of an semi or all-inclusive. So you will be having drinks, complimentary drinks, you'll have some eats, and you'll have lovely music, good networking, and nice atmosphere just to come and relax, heading straight into the Carnival Jubilee.
And while I have you here, I just want to get an idea of how things are looking on the island for Carnival. I know we had a lot of confusion getting to this Carnival weekend about what's happening, whether or not we're actually having Carnival events. But how is it looking from a business standpoint?
Well, we noticed, or we mentioned earlier on, that our focus is on the October Carnival, which is on the 25th, I think is the launch. And coming up to that Carnival, we have something big coming in, and this is going to blow everybody away. But the reason is that everyone is moving towards the Tobago Carnival, and a lot of emphasis is being placed on that week or 2 weeks of event. So the National Carnival were more a low-key environment. So our members were not placing much emphasis on the National Carnival. More looked like the cool down. Tobago would be like the cool down of the Carnival. But the October Carnival is when we would have definitely, there's a lot going to be there. Our members would be all in the glory, and all the vendors, Candice is going to be a bomb this year. 2024, we definitely have to make this thing. It's going to be a third time in it, and we definitely pump it up a bit. So it's going to be really, really big. I hope the island can accommodate the couple 10,000 plus folks that we're hoping to bring across. Because I'm talking to a couple of the bands and so forth, and we're hearing the numbers have been increasing. Villas already pre-booked. And I don't think you can get a villa now. I think all the villas is gone. So we're looking at the hotels and the numbers is really coming up. So, I mean, it's going to be a real bumper event coming out there.
And now with this whole situation that's happening here in Tobago with this vessel stuck on the reef outside of a cove, leaking oil and fuel everywhere, is the business community concerned?
Of course, Candice, it's a big concern for us. Response and emergencies is always a big thing. Is the island ready for it? Tobago Emergency, I know they're struggling. They're trying their best to do what they have to do. What the Coast Guard, and I mentioned early on to a friend of mine that passing at the Coast Guard base, there's not even a national flag. There's no flag flying at the Coast Guard base. You know, they haven't have a flag pole there for like 3 to 4 months. A flag pole. So if the National Security Division or Ministry doesn't seem fit to give the Coast Guard in Tobago a flag pole to fly the national flag and the Coast Guard ensign and the commissioning pennant, then something is wrong in Tobago. Something is definitely wrong. Tobago is the last person on your mind because the Coast Guard is struggling for a flag pole. So on mornings, the ceremonial where you have to raise the flag and lower the flag, there's none. So now we're going to talk about vehicles. I don't even think they have a working vehicle on the island. Then we're going to vessels. Candice, we're in a real bad state in Tobago. And I know that's national security. So we call upon the National Security Minister to come and look and see what's happening in Tobago. The Coast Guard base in Tobago, this big, beautiful base, no flag haven't been flown there for the last 4 months, and they're begging everyone. So I hope the Chief Sec and his team could come in and assist and show the national security that you're more concerned about Tobago than anything else. And you can help the Coast Guard at least put a flagpole under the guys and have some pride in the base. No flagpole. So Candice, you can see what's happening.
No, and in a situation where we had a call, got a vessel, that the vessel was stuck there at 7 o'clock yesterday morning, and even not until the afternoon was there somebody in the form of Mr. Alvin Douglas, poor Mr. Alvin Douglas, our hero, actually, in Tobago, because he really is our hero. Yeah. He's the only one that was able to go out. And of course, he had to wait till the authorities say, yes, go out and do the dives and try to do some inspection. But we didn't even see the Coast Guard respond. But then what does that say now for the business community that may occasionally need the support of the Coast Guard in times of help?
That's correct. And Candice, these are things that we had to look into. And I remember someone mentioned it when the Cabo Star was on fire and the Coast Guard couldn't respond in a timely manner. Well, there's a prayer going on, but Tobago have nothing. And you look around the Coast Guard base, I think you should take your crew and you all should go around and see what's happening at the Coast Guard bases. The one there on the jetty and the main one. I mean, starting from the flagpole, there's so much issues happening with these guys and ladies, because I think there are females there on the base as well. And the problems they're having. And I mean, they can't complain. They're military, so they can't say much. But as you, the media folks, have to highlight some of the issues these guys face. And then we want to ramp up law enforcement on the island, and we don't even have a flagpole for the Coast Guard. And I mean, the police and all have their issues. The fire service have their issues. The prisons have their issues. Tobago is left on the side burner. Mm-hmm. The only time we think about Tobago is when we're saying the word Trinidad and Tobago. That's the only time, Candice. Other than that, Tobago is left on the side burner. And whatever happened, we get the dregs.
And I know that you guys have been trying a lot even to utilize your resources here in Tobago, which is why you are having this event during Carnival for people to come and support so that you can even put back that money back into the business community so that, I don't know, we can do something where the government falls short on.
That's definitely. And I mean, this event, the contribution rate is only $300 for the tickets, Candice. And you definitely will enjoy it. It will be really, really good. You can get tickets at our office in Answer Macau building. We are there. You can call the numbers at 639-2669. And you definitely will drop off the tickets for you guys. The tickets are moving real fast, and I want you to come take your 5 tickets, take your 10 tickets, and really support the chamber as we try our best to do what we have to do for Tobago and lobby on behalf of the business community and the business person on island. So we really, really appreciate Tobago coming out and support us in this event.
And maybe through these efforts and supporting more fundraising efforts like this, maybe we can help to mobilize and, help Mr. Douglas to even get the support that he needs to really make sure our waters, our shores, and things can stay safe.
Yeah, definitely. And I have to say, hats on to Alvin Douglas. I knew him quite well. We served some time in the service, and so I knew him quite well. And look, he's given back to Tobago, and in assisting in what area he can. And he needs assistance because to get a vessel out there, there's a lot of resources and stuff like that. And I mean, and then Tobago don't have the resources at hand. And hence the reason why we asking upon the Minister of National Security to see what's happening on the island. And just don't focus on Trinidad and leave Tobago alone. And it's only when some murder in Scarborough or something happened, then everybody jump. And so we are all reactive and we are not proactive. And that's a big problem in Tobago. Mm-hmm. We only react. So we're not being proactive to say, okay, once a year we will run an oil spill drill, or we run so that we all be in that mode of able to react when things like this do happen. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So I want to thank you, Mr. Douglas. And of course, viewers, please go out and support the Chamber as they put back that support into us here and to build our business community. We got to work together to make sure that our private sector is strong. Because like I said, when the government fails, well, we need to be able to help ourselves as well. So thank you so much, Mr. Williams. And viewers, don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this break.
Hey. Tobago updates. Good morning, Tobago.
You want to be bad? Don't tell you behave. On the road you behind. The truck it go be great. If you want to feel alive, then switch to the winning side. You see how we move in style. Is a vibe on Be Mobile. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe on Be Mobile. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. We Be Mobile.
Come on, see what plan it could get. See what plan it could get. Come on, see what plan it could. See what plan it could. See what plan it could get. All of the plan the best. All of the plans the best. Come on, see what plan it could. See what plan it could. Be Mobile. Top it up, 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 top it up. Only we buying bundles. Top it up, 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 top it up.
It's a vibe on Be Mobile. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe on Be Mobile. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. We Be Mobile.
Hey, as you come in. Time I see a Joe. This station complete. Ready for children party. Mommy! Jay, you can't go nowhere with these children. And you know you can't depend on Kevin neither Steven to see about them. They're total waste. So I supposed to stay home whole time? Jada is 12. She could see about that. You just leave Jada to see about Kira and Kayla. I thought it's your mother or your sister. Who? Them always busy. Jada could handle that. She cooking and cleaning a long time. And the next two better know what time it is. It's only me, you know. I will talk to my mother. She just home these days. She will make sure the children okay. Alright. Let me see the moves for later.
Before you ramage, make sure the children okay. Call 996 to report all child abuse now. A message from the Children's Authority of Trinidad and Tobago.
Say
Welcome back to Good Morning Tobago on Tobago Updates. Viewers, now we are getting into a conversation about what's going to happen in Crown Point Juve. I know we've had so much speculation in the air about, whether or not we're having a carnival in Tobago, but yes, there's a carnival in Tobago. And there is Juve happening in Crown Point. And to tell us a bit about the plans for Juve in Crown Point, we are being joined by Miss Abby Taylor, who is our presiding officer, but she's not here in that capacity as presiding officer. She's here in the capacity as the secretary and the interim PRO of the Crown Point Carnival Committee. So good morning and welcome to you, Miss Taylor. How are you doing?
Good morning, Candice. I'm good. How are you?
I am great this morning.
You have been busy.
Yes, and we're about to be more busy today, but we'll get into that later. So, Crown Point Juve, it's on.
Yes, it's on. It takes place Monday at 4 a.m. and we end at 10. All music trucks shut off music at 9:45 promptly. So if you have not registered as yet, there is still time. Find a band to do so, and we are moving swiftly ahead to ensure that we have a really good, safe carnival.
How many bands are registered to take part?
So far 6. We have 6 registered bands. Moon Over Water, Bago Limers, Sugar Lips and Friends, Chocolate City, just to name a few. We know that our vice chair, who is also a band leader as well for Fog Angels, Mr. Telly Cruz, he normally has one of the biggest bands for Juve. He won't be taking part in this national carnival. He would be focusing all his efforts on the October Carnival. So yes, there are 6 registered bands.
So is there anything special being planned for this year's edition of Crown Point Juve?
Nothing really special. We have scaled back a little bit on the amount because I guess I want to believe that a lot of our band members and our band leaders are focusing on October Carnival and preparing for that. So we're just going to have this smaller version of the Crown Point Juve. It's still going to be exciting. It's still going to be one of the most epic experiences members would have on the island for this period. And we're really encouraging persons to come out to have a safe Juve in Crown Point.
And over the years, Crown Point Juve actually has grown quite a bit.
We are the biggest. We are the biggest. We are the biggest and safest area for Juve on the island. And we would continue in that vein as things go along. I think next year we would have a better time to plan because this season was quite short. And then there was the back and forth between whether a carnival is taking place on the island or if it's not. So it's not a last minute effort. However, next year we would be properly planned because we would start having our conversations pretty early. As a matter of fact, right after this year's hosting.
All right. And, what do you think has led to Crown Point Juve being as popular and as safe and as big as it has been?
I think, and this is a conversation that the chairman and I often have, is the fact that the model that Crown Point presents is a model that works, one, and it's the best model of PPP arrangement for festivals on the island, where a committee was formed to execute this event, this festival. However, it's not 100% dependent on public funding. Persons within the area would have come together, the business persons within the area would have come together to either lend their financial support or any other resources that they may have had to ensure that this Juve happens. And this has been happening, this is the 14th year. So we could say that it's tried, tested, and true that whatever we are presenting, the Crown Point Carnival model actually works, and it owes to the fact that, we tend to engage the private sector a lot to ensure that this Juve happens.
And what goes into some of the planning? What challenges do you encounter in terms of putting on something like this?
Okay, so this year was the first year that I personally would have had so much hands-on involvement since the passing of our chairman, Miss Martha Asher. We met with all stakeholders, all pertinent stakeholders that are critical to the execution of this event. That would be TTPS and TEMA. And we would have also spoken to the businessmen. The private sector is, of course, a major stakeholder in this event. After meeting with ACP Hazel and Mr. Alan Stewart, they gave us a little bit of homework. We went back to the drawing board. We had to revise some stuff. One of the major things that came out of our preliminary meetings with TTPS and TEMA is the fact that we have to ensure that the notion of a safe carnival is had throughout Tobago, whether it is in Crown Point, Scarborough, or Roxborough, because we have juvies in all three areas. He also indicated that the resources of the police would be a little stretched, so we have to do our part in ensuring that safety is priority. We also submitted in our proposal a traffic management plan that would show how traffic would flow along that road heading to the airport. We would have identified emergency access route for persons who are working within the area so that they could get easily to work and out of the area as quickly as possible. Most important, airport workers, because we can't distract the operations of the airport. We would have also identified within that traffic management plan a parking plan. Patrons are advised that you are to park, well, once it's after 4 a.m., you are to park in Cove, that Canopy area. Once you get in before 4 a.m., there are different areas that you can park. Penny Savers car park. You can also park in Shade car park. There is also an empty lot opposite Viewport car park, Viewport supermarket in Canaan. There's an empty lot on the other side. We got approval for there. We are waiting approval for the use of the Storbay Heritage Park, but we also got approval for the use of the Storbay car park.
Okay, great.
Beach facility car park.
All right. So it seems as though all the plans are coming together for a wonderful Juve.
Everything is coming together. We are just encouraging persons. I just want to make mention that there is a new legislation governing the use of glass bottles within Carnival. Persons are advised that this is a legislation passed, so that there are consequences involved if you break the law. You cannot come into the area with glass bottles. As much as you may feel tempted, please don't walk with glass bottles in the area, so that there is a prohibition of glass bottles. That's a new law implemented, and it has a fine and it has some jail time attached to it as well.
All right, so viewers, beware. So those of you who want to go to be a part of the Juve, do not take your glass bottles. And this does not just apply to Crown Point Juve, it applies actually to all events throughout the carnival season. Please do not have your glass bottles with you. If you want, you could pour your drinks into a plastic bottle over a reusable bottle. Any one of those things, but no glass bottles, because of course we don't want any incidents.
I mean, ACP Hazel made it explicitly clear that he is going to maintain a very safe carnival. He had a very safe October carnival, and he's going to continue in that vein. And of course, being a major stakeholder in this event, we want to work as symbiotically as possible with all stakeholders to ensure that persons come to the event, they have a good time, but they are also safe while enjoying themselves.
All right, I want to thank you so much, Ms. Taylor, for being on with us and for just giving us a perspective and letting us know that Crown Point Juve is on. So viewers,
it's definitely happening. Again, I would just want to reiterate that the Juve starts at 4 a.m. The roads would be blocked off by by Stumpy's bypass. That route would be used as an emergency exit route. You would actually bands would actually leave from the Green Shop Bar that is opposite Milford Court, and they would proceed down to the Coliseum, where they would have the nice little jump up and then they will turn and come back up the road. And we will do this as safely as possible while cooperating with the police.
All right, great. Thank you so much, Ms. Taylor. And so there you have it, viewers. So all the details you need to know about Crown Point Juve. So if you are into Juve and just something that you participate in, be sure and be there and have a good time. But remember, no glass bottles.
No glass
thank you again for being with us. And of course, Ms. Taylor, thank you for being on set with us.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. And viewers, stay tuned for Tobago updates because we will be continuing to follow what's happening with this vessel that's stuck outside of Cove and the oil that's continuing to leak out of it. So be sure to tune in to the newscast at 6:30 where we will be bringing you to you more details as things unfold. So have a safe and wonderful day and we'll see you again later.
We special and there is no denying.